YouTube! Crawl Hive. Ba, ba, ba. Why is my chat not there? Hello, howdy. Camp in the gate. Ba, ba, ba. Let him have that. Wonder why that's not working the way it's supposed to. Oh, there it goes. That's what I was missing. People in there. I wonder if he can handle the next level. Alright, let's see here. There's a gate to the right. There. World save. Looks busy. that way. Let's try this side. Deserted. Just like my chat. Oh. Stealther. I don't know about those vine things. Alright. I'm gonna submit. Crawl hive is not the way right now. Of course, my chest is full. One moment while I fix that. Oh, wrong character. Need the achievement on sunshine. And what's this staff do? Extremely act. No, in that. There we go. And now let's try our hand at us. Right? No. Now we try our hand at Nuss. Might as well get the free trike on my way. They'll probably be crowded down there too. God love it. Crowded, not crowded. Should put that over there. only wanted one of you. Alright, I guess these guys aren't so bad. It's been a while since I've been on my Skinner, so I have to reassess how much damage he can take and do. Gotta get used to healing. I've been playing my vampire build all week, so I forget to bandage now. Respawns behind me. These. Oh, great. Something to punch on in the meantime. 41. Well, you're definitely dead. third one went back in the hole. I don't carry any black potions. I need to start. Black pearl I don't need. Somebody's not looting. I'll take that. And then somebody else had the same idea I had. Nope, no increased loot on these guys. It was worth a peek. World save. We're having a great day. Such a wonderful, great day. We're playing Outlands. I don't know the rest. I certainly can't make up a song. Oh, great. Oh well. Happens to the best of us. Bandages 5. Yeah. Let's see if they left anything on my body. I potted too quickly. Doubt they left anything on my body, but gotta check. Ba, 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 ba. It looks like they left a lot of people with their armor, so I might still have a chance to have mine. Oh, it looks like my armor's still there. They left my body as is. Options. Both apply. Okay. Corpse. Is it a weight thing? It's a weight thing. It's no longer a weight. Wait. 400. Why can I not loot this? Must be item count or something like that. How many items? 24. One item. I'm off by one. Blood moss. So it killed me just to kill me. Good to know. Alright, put that, and that, and that, and that. All of this over here. Hit that. Toss that over. Oh. there. That goes there. Hit that. MCD was still intact. Reversed. Alright. Back at it again. And see, that's why I can't just restock and start going again, because they could have taken literally nothing. It's better when they take absolutely everything, because then I don't have to check my body. Really? You just had to blow on me. How much did we get with all that? Only 9K. I'm glad you've had a busy day at work, baby. And then grab that leather, why not? Oh, wrong set. Really, you can reach me all the way from over there. How does that not pull that wisp? Is he stuck in a stalactite or something? It's personal now, Wisp. It's personal. Come on. Just because you look stupid doesn't mean you have to act stupid. Quote from the series Frasier, said by Daphne Moon. Now I'm gonna pull this matron, even though I'm clearly... Oh, yay! Alright. You wanted to go, Wisp? We're going. even worth killing, Wisp. You ain't even worth killing. Yeah, I want Pummel. Alright, accidentally got the wrong one. I think it's Pummel. What did I accomplish? I heard the sound. Ba 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 ba. Oh, I see. I do need blood loss. I recently emptied out my entire cabinet. Working on a video. Oh, don't need that anymore, I guess. Ba 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 man. Ooh, Molten Demon. Brand, ba 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 ba. Oh, somebody skinned it. Flame Purger. Why is it attacking me? I didn't do nothing to you, you wisp. I need to get another strong box on this guy. Still need to gather Nightshade, but yeah. No Black Pearl. That's the only thing I don't need. How are we doing? 816. We're good. Just gotta wait on Sacred Journey. Yes. It's a real good time. Boys. Boys are back in town. Boys are back in the Thur. Nope, they're both dead. Nope, one's right here. They're both right here. PK near Red Rocks. I don't know where that is. PK near Red Rocks. I do not know where that is. Got me rocking and rolling, rocking in rhythm. Now that's not fair. You're hitting me on top of the bridge and I can't even get that. Woosa. Somebody's been harvesting the dragons. Yes. Oh. I need to make overhead messages for this guy. No, you just hate it when you put your hoodie on backwards because you're not paying attention to that. You're paying attention to the game. Alright. Do that, gotta do that. A stun would have been nice. But I blew it. Alright. Hoodie's on the right though. Awesome. We're having fun. Oh, no. Come on around. How is a wall so confusing? Alright, we'll just fight our way to there. The old-fashioned way. Don't you just hate it when mobs won't pull the right way? This lava is really getting on my nerves, mister. All these arcane users. Are the staffs that overpowered? Spare skinny knife. respawn on top of this. I don't know if this was such a good idea. Nope. Ah, shit. I'm out of cure pots. No. I got that guy killed. I'm sorry, dude. Oh, there's a PK. Whoops. Not worth. Not worth. Let's regroup. Regroup. Get more cure pots. Alright. Edit loadout. We're gonna need another set. You're too squishy. 10, 15. Alright. Now I feel more confident to go back. Somebody got my mom. Or maybe he died to the bleed. I may never know. We're having a great day playing Outlands. I'm already Lord, so who cares if I die? We're having a great day. Such a wonderful, great day. I really need to turn off Scavenger. The ambiance. Yes, queen, yes. Do I have enough to heal? He died. I really need to put a different weapon skill on him. I feel like it's so slow. Come back here. I wasn't done with you. So much food. You shall not pass. Black pearl's the only thing I don't need. Ooh. Got all the regs. Chivalry, a Dexter's best friend. We're almost to the million leather mark. Ba, ba, ba. We're having fun. Ba, ba, ba. Both flame purges. You pulled both of them onto me. Well, cheerio. probably used that when I shouldn't have. Really? I hope you die, Mr. GG. Oh. I wasn't watching my weight. Oh man. Oh, perfect timing too. BRB, I gotta go check on the clothes. They're gonna need another hour. Yeah. Definitely been gearing up. Back at it again. 3-6. I wonder if anybody else uses the arrow keys to move like me. Of course not all the time, but like when you're just doing a great giant run. Run, run, run. You could say I did the runaround. No, you can't. I try to be funny, but I'm just not. Alright, so a lot of people in the mid room. QQ. 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 What's QQ mean? Were you trying to say PK? Because those are nowhere near QQ. What does QQ mean? Oh, there's a stealther here. I'm not dealing with that. Let's see which of my regs I can replenish, though. Still need 25-ish more. Points in alchemy for my next vid. So all of these help. Oh shit. Oh shit. Let's outrange. Pillars, your greatest asset. Blue, blues. What's the matter, Tiny Pine? What is up with all these black pearls? I don't need a pearl. Oh, food satisfaction. Food. I can't get no food saturation unless I remember to eat the food. When you're one step not close enough. course I'll take spider silk. Actively killing it, my man. Actively killing it. Oh man. Oh. Somebody else already picked up the demon. They get killed on spawn here. I really also forgot to grab black potions. Yes! This is just such good decks for music. EDM, I think. I don't know. I've never been too good at identifying what music is what, or what music is good. If you ask multiple people, my taste in music is not the best. Ooh, money. I'll take money. $50, yay! Yeah. Oh yeah, magic users. They could potentially cast damage, so we'll just pull them back into this hallway. It's magic users that really throw a monkey wrench into this guy. already? I've barely been down here. I mean, I guess I can depart with this dragon. Nice proc too. Outlands knows I'm in a hurry. A second proc. Contested boss in SSC. Let's see here. I don't need Black Pearl. Black Pearl's not on the list. I don't need Blood Moss. Alright. Most needed right there. Awesome. Bandages everything. And we're back at it again. With our blood aspect. $50K in an hour. Not bad for my Skinner. Well, an hour and 10 minutes, technically, if you want to get technical about it. But there was also drive time and whatnot. Which you have no arms lore, 50%. You need to repair after this run. Why are you roping like that? You're not even getting the full benefit of the rope. I mean, like, if you're practicing on trying to steal, I guess, but like... Yeah, see, this one feels better. Pummel definitely feels better than stun. Ooh, Matron. Four, three, two, one. And then proc means she's dead, but can't rush killing them. Not with blood aspect. Ooh. I'll just stay in this pit for now because it seems to be working for me. At this respawn where they just keep coming as the previous one dies, I can work with this. Proc, double proc, blow 50%. He's dead. Bang, bang. What's with the kiting from this guy? You don't get bonus points for moving. I don't know if you know that or not, but you don't get bonus points for moving. Alright, die already. Do 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 do. Now where did we go now? Lava Elemental from Mr. Kites a lot. Let's see if we can't just sit here for a second. Oh, Mr. Kites a lot! Mr. Kites a lot is down! We salute you, Mr. Kites a lot. Although it didn't improve your longevity, may you learn that you don't need to run in and out of rage. Awesome. Early proc. So each one does 6%. So it'll do about 7.5 after half HP. So he's dead. You're gonna spawn right on me and it won't let me just pull up your target. I can't wait to make Mr. D'Artagnan into a wizard. I've been very curious how the mana is gonna be once, because you get an extra 28 right now, so 128 mana plus add in refund chances. I'm thinking about doing taste ID. In progression, as in aspect levels, you can start entering level 2 of dungeons at about aspect level 2, and then I start farming level 3 of instances at about aspect level 7. But it also depends on codex, because if you have a completed codex at aspect level 0, you can easily second level a dungeon. And like Undermountain, I recommend you to be at least tier 10 to get going there, because a lot of heavy damage mobs. Also, howdy, Levi Scotty. Or Scoot. Scott. Sorry, my overlays make it a little hard to see exact names. But how's it going? Right now with this guy, he has defensive stats, but he always feels squishy to me. No problem. Yeah, did my depot. Oh, he came in, asked a question, and left. I mean, that works. Or did he? I'm getting mixed messages. And if you're looking to level up your aspect quickly, a lot of guilds do dungeon runs. Like, these green guys to me are doing dungeon run together. And they'll farm out 20k a run per. And if you just help carry like a mule, you leech pretty good experience. Plus you get a feel for the deeper level dungeons. Yeah, I actually have that problem as well. I created 15 characters like back to back to back. And it took me almost a year to get my first character to aspect level 13. It's just there's so much fun things to try out there. And this new arcane strat is looking wicked. My biggest recommendation though, if you're looking to power level aspects, is strictly stick to the XP dungeon for the week. Yeah, I've been there. If you join active big guilds like Face, VIP, Lost in Time, a lot of them do big community runs so that lower level aspect people can level their aspect quicker. There's a little thing, share experience, and as long as everyone has that toggled, you share all the experience you gather instead of the people who do the most damage get the most experience. So that's very helpful. Alright. My next build, which I'm hoping to get out this week, well, it's going to be the build I'm working on, but I don't know exactly when it'll come out because I still have to level the whole codex. But I'm going to be reviewing the new potion pouch and the codex and see how that works. I've been reading up on it and it looks intriguing. Yeah, if you're looking for a nice PVM guild, VIP, the one that I'm in, Very Important Pixels, we do a lot of dungeon runs. I personally haven't been to one of the community dungeon runs in a while, but we host them all the time. I always see people in our Discord chats in voice just grinding dungeons together. And I know Face is another good guild. Path, although Path does do a lot of PvP. CFC and what is it called? LC. CFC and LC are also great guilds. That I know do a few dungeon runs. Amish Hammers Guild is LC. I personally need to work on learning the PvP more. I run into quite a few and I just don't have the experience to take them down. Yeah, see, Bloods with swords, you get a lot more stacking bleed. The only reason I honestly did macing was because I wanted to try it out, because I have another Dexter, so I wanted to try out its damage. And right now I'm just maxing out the codex, then I'm going to switch this guy to wrestling for swing speed. Because wrestling has insanely good swing speed. And it also has the increased damage in its weapon special. But as it on my main character, I run swordsmanship because it's the one I take to boss fights and omni bosses, and those stacking bleeds can be amazing little damage. For a while, I was in the top 10 of the damage as a tank. Earth aspect, level 13, nothing huge. Oh, I wonder how long that's been on the wrong one. Yeah, I have one build I've been working on with my tamer that is you get poison, disease, and bleed. You get bleed from your pets. You yourself do poison damage as well as disease because you run death armor, command book. It doesn't do the most damage, but it's fun to play because you just have all these damage over times stacking up on them. My first major game that I played, like I would like to say was Outlands, but when I was introduced to Outlands, I was too young to appreciate the complexity of Ultima Online. So my first character was in World of Warcraft, and it was a warlock. And because of that, I love dot damage. Damage over time is my favorite because it doesn't feel good in the short battles, but when you look at your damage in long drawn out fights, it's just all like, yes, it stacks up so well. Last week I spent my entire time off stream in Ossuary level 2 where the giant sand roaches are, grinding my void aspect for the video. That's a pretty good little grinding spot, and if you just kill the giant sand roaches in the back corner, it's on level 2 of Ossuary. By the moon gate, but if you just kill the sand roaches, they give you about like 700 gold, 17 experience. Well, it's probably like 14 now. That's not the experience dungeon, but pretty good gold, and they're not that hard. They do about 18 damage at their hardest. They just spawn 3 other small worms after you get them below 78%. It's a great little farming spot for XP. And like I said, they do give you about 14 XP per kill, and 3 of them spawn there. you're green. I thought you were red there for a second. No problem. I can even show you if you need me to. I don't have much longer in here anyways. And because it's in a side room, a lot of PKs don't actually go in the room. So most of the time you get passed over when PKs come and invade the dungeon. See, I haven't played the newer versions of World of Warcraft, so I don't exactly know how that's going nowadays. I left shortly after Lich King came out. Oh, it's no trouble at all. I mean, I love showing people this spot. Depot real fast. Ossuary. Arrow keys. But yeah, if you look at the moon gates, the door is directly across from the moon gate. And you come back here. These creeping pestilence do disease, so be careful. But you can run by this crypt wing. And then these colossal sand roaches here. I'm still in Cleave. And then you don't have to kill the small ones, just the big one, and the small ones will die. And see, they carry about 700 gold. And I don't know if you saw that or not, but it gives about 14 experience. $70. No problem. It's a great little farming spot, and a lot of people don't even know it's here. See, again, 700 gold, and that was 14 experience, just like I said. If I mathed that out correctly. And like I said, just look at the moon gate, and then it is on the opposite wall, the little path. come on. But I grinded from Void Tier 1 last week to Void Tier 10 just in that room running around those giants, colossal sand roaches. Lag spike. Oh, I'm almost done with Nisuro. I hadn't even noticed. Are you currently online and playing, Levy? Please don't be offended if I mispronounce your name. I am very bad with reading. Awesome. Backstabber. Now see, that's a great character to have. Do you run stealing on it for extra loot? Because black market goods are OP if you sell them at the right time. Yeah, I mainly play alone on streams just because I don't want other people to get PK'd if I get a PK in my stream. So, because I'm opening myself up to it, but it's not for me to put their gear and all that on the line. Yeah, pilfering. I can never remember it. I personally haven't gotten a blue or above black market good in a while, though. I wonder if they adjusted it in the expansion. Nope, I got both of them. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, that's the whole reason why I made a backstabber, is for when I am sick of being PK'd, I can just immediately just get on a guy who has tracking, so I know when the PKs are coming, so I stop killing the mobs, and then I just backstab. I love farming Darkmire that way because you can farm the back corner of level 2 where the foul water is pretty easily. You mostly one-shot the things and you're fairly safe because you see the PKs enter the dungeon on tracking, and then by the time they get to you, even if they do come to you, everything's respawned. So they have a hard time finding you and all that as well. Oh hey, Harry Mack. It's a good thing I was on my way out. Now I just gotta do Crawl Hive. But yeah, stealthers are the way to go if you don't want PKs to get you. Because when you're stealth, they can only track you by like 15 spaces. So it's very good. Good little thing to have going on. No, wrong thing. I needed... It's Crawl Hive, right? Yeah. Harry Mack, though, like, has it out for my stealther because him and another guy run Detect Hidden. Well, the other guy he was with ran Detect Hidden, so he could find me. Because Detect Hidden just increases his tracking range to normal. Had a 6-month stint of not getting PK'd on my stealther until Harry Mack and his friend. I forget what his friend's name was. Yeah, I run 80 tracking and then 120 forensic eval because I like maxing out leather. The fact that you don't need tactics because of the Thief's Codex also helps. The fact that you can use a codex because of the Thief's Codex is just awesome. Why did you invis hit him? Do you think I'm scared of this goop? I've had so much leather. I've done so many crazy things with it. Made scrolls so that I could go ahead and finish my inscriptionist. But like, leather is also a great way to make money. Like, not the regular leather, but the colored leather is a good passive income. And you can even just run a scavenger that goes around with healing, anatomy, and majoring meditation, and then just max out forensic eval and just run past things skinning. I know a guy who did that to 1,000,000 leather. I don't know why. But he was bragging about it one day. I guess bragging rights. Oh. Go for the 2, not the 1. Animal tamers are also real easy to level aspects with, because having pets automatically means without aspect you can still fight level 2 mobs easily. And my Dexter Tamer build I have on my YouTube is pretty inexpensive. Well, it was back in the day. I think water cores have gone up significantly in this new patch. But I can't be quoted. I haven't really looked. I bought all the ones I'd need for a while before I released the video. And before the update. I just like having skinning because I never have to worry about anything for my mages. Like, I can make their spell books, I can make their armor, I can make their wizard satchels. I like the convenience of not having to go shopping. Because every time I go shopping in Outlands, I feel like the prices have skyrocketed. But they're always down when I try and set up a vendor. I try to make great builds. I can't always say that they all land as well as I want them to, but I think they're interesting, and that's all that matters, right? Entertain yourself, and eventually you'll find others to entertain. With the Dexter Tamer build, it's a lot easier to level your aspect because Dexter Tamers do a ridiculous amount of damage because of the hunting party and bestiary. If you're next to a mob and you're both attacking the same mob, if you and your pets are right next to the same mob and attacking it, you do increased damage. And if you pair that with like fencing or wrestling where you have high swing speed, even if you don't hit every time, you hit harder every time. And with like a Goldwood Martial Manual, you have very little trouble with accuracy. Yeah, I really enjoy making my vampire build. It is by far the hardest one to farm on because of the no healing. However, it always stays interesting, and I'm going to be doing a variation on it now that Alchemy has the Alchemy Codex. So it'll have the alchemy with it, so you get damage from the explosion potions, and then healing potions will do a lot more to help out. It's a water aspect type of build. It came to me while I was shooting my last video, so I was like, you know what, that'll be my next one I work towards. I can do a critique of the codex, the potion codex, and do a new build all in the same one. And it helps make the water vampire build so much better. Besides, having explosion potions that stick to mobs is always fun. I just made 1,000 and some in preparation and to level my alchemy. I feel like for their gold, the goop should be harder to kill. Like, what's their main thing? That you can't run away from them because of the mud? Oh, poisoners are quite fun. I personally can't, like, constantly farm on it, but I got one of my builds up to poison level 10. I believe it is 10. And it does some damage. It's just, I don't know. It's difficult to consistently grind on. At least for me. But then again, it is a wizard. So it might just be because I don't have the fun of being a Dexter. I'm not touching poison at the moment, though. The cores are too expensive. I They're up to 50k. I remember back in the day you could buy poison cores for like 12k per. But everything, it seems, gotten expensive. Last time I went shopping, poison cores were 50 to 55k. My voids were 60k. Let's hear, what else was I seeing? I saw madness cores for 100k. I didn't buy them. But like, I've bought in poison cores for 12k. So it feels so bad to buy them now for 5 times what I'm used to paying for them. Yeah. I thought all the core prices would go down once chromatic cores were introduced, but from what I've seen, just from what I've looked at, everything's gone up. So there's a new core that can turn into anything, but prices went up. But I haven't read the patch notes, so maybe the amount of cores in the world went down. So drop rates are fixed. Like, I know there's a lot more technical behind the scenes that I don't know about, that other people do. Last mob, then I need to take a small, short break to use the restroom. Ooh, lumberjacking. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I chop all night and I sleep all day. Alright, I will be right back. I just have to use the restroom. And we're back. Yep, I lost. Alright, back at it again. But I do think my vampire build is also one of my favorites to run. Because it just keeps you so involved. The reason I don't run swords and bleeds together is because, like, fillet doesn't affect aspect bleeds, and so you don't get the extra benefits from either swords for your bleeds or aspect for your bleeds. But, I mean, it does also mean you can overcap your bleeds, because I think you're only allowed like 5 or 6 stacked bleeds at a time with swords. So with bleed, I think you get another 5, so you can have up to like 11 or 12 bleeds at a time. That's nice about it. I'm not gonna fight you over it. If you want it that bad, it's all yours. You really just procced on my mob like that. Still mine though. Overcapping the bleeds. Do you run chivalry on your swordsman so that you can use the consecrate weapon, or do you just run it without and something like arms lure to get the most out of your bleeds? Yeah, see, I just think Shiv is such a great skill for all Dexers. I run it on all of the ones I make. My Bard even has Chivalry. It's just everything that a Dexter lacks from a mage. You got emergency heals with Noble Sacrifice and, what's it called? Holy Light. And then you'll get extra damage via either Consecrate Weapon, Divine Fury, or Enemy of One. Consecrate Weapon, Divine Fury, Enemy of One, yeah. But the best thing about it has to be Dispel Evil. Reflect or evade an attack, reducing the damage to 1. I think that has saved me more times than I've realized. I actually put a counter on, not a counter, an overhead message on Sunshine to see how many times I was actually evading attacks. And you evade like 1 in, I think I was averaging about 1 in 7 attacks. Had a good dispel on it. But it's hard to keep track when you're dying to things. I almost never have a use for remove curse. It just never feels worth the point. And Cleanse by Fire makes all poison creatures not as much of a deal. Oh, no defensive links. Take a chance. I don't quite understand the Vinekins jump out hitbox, but they're interesting creatures. I think they did super good with the details of this place. The grasshoppers and grasshoppers. Let's see if level 2 is still quite busy. Cause like I don't know anything about these creatures because I've never fought them. Because everything's always dead. Ooh. How much damage do you do, Crystal Beetle? Thanks for coming. Stopping by. I look forward to you catching my stream on another day. It's quite uplifting to have somebody to talk to. Plus, I love to show people things. I love telling people about what I find interesting and fascinating. Yeah, this game's on stream. I'm currently right here. This is streaming live. Oh, on Steam, no. You get it. One second. Papa. And then do. Okay. So is the website in order to get on UO Outlands. That's the download link. And then while we're restocking and whatnot, overlays, make them slightly less opaque. Yeah. That way I can tell the difference between stream and Steam. You're welcome. Oh, he's a face guy. He may or may not come down after me. We'll do this. And then just keep cycling. If he shows up, run. All the advancements they made on Outlands as opposed to the normal server, I love the aspects. You just feel so powerful on this server. Well balanced. Fog and Rain, are you creating a new character? If you're even still in here. Oh no. Aren't so tough when you are. When I dodge your little trees, are you? This actually, if you're new to Outlands Fog and Rain, is a new expansion area they just recently put in within the last year. They had designed all this. Not even from a template, they just added all this whole dungeon, plus there's so much on the outside. This whole landmass on the map here. Oh, 1 second. I hate how these things disarm you. But this... Ah, man. This entire region on the map here was just added this year. And it came with 2 new dungeons. Time and Crawl Hive. I've not been in Time yet, but... I hear it's really interesting, and then this dungeon itself has 3 levels. Hello, hello, hello. Is there anyone out there? Tell me, are you in my crowd? Is there anyone there? Don't know if I have viewers. My viewer count always tells me I have more viewers or some viewers when I actually don't. So, like, I can't trust that. So, my entire inclination as to if I have a viewer looking at me or not is strictly based on... Here's my food. What are you doing? You're eyeballing me, son. Why are you eyeballing me, son? Why are you eyeballing me, son? Why are you eyeballing me, son? Yep, you're eyeballing me. Why are you eyeballing me, son? Are you just literally looking to leech off of my experience? Oh, no, that's 3. These bugs aren't nearly as hard as I thought they were. It's the last hour. Well, approaching it. I was really hoping to give some things away. Is there anyone out there to receive some free stuff? You don't have to pay, you just have to be in attendance. Oh, also, I was here when the music died. In case you were wondering, this is not a ballad. Not only still play this, but they make new servers. This is a recently expanded server on Outlands. You have aspects on UO Outlands. It's a great time. Big guilds form. New people join every day. I think last count of the server had like 10k people play this game. I know at any given point 2,000 plus players are playing. Owen even announces every day how many people are currently online. And for it being a completely free-to-play game, they put a lot of effort into it. Because they designed this whole new dungeon. These plants, everything. Back in original Outlands days, I was just a kid, so I didn't get too much into the original server. I tried it a few years ago, but the original server felt really dead. So I tried Outlands on Pwn Star's recommendation, Pwn Star and Trammy. And I fell in love with this server. I've been playing for, I want to say, nearly 4 years. This server itself is still free to play. And it has many interesting facets to it. There's aspects, there's mastery chains, tinkers do damage, tailors can make some of the best tanks. The original server I can't speak on because, like I said, I didn't play it much because it felt dead, but Outlands, skill cap is there. You have some aspects that'll raise your effective skill chance, like yeah, raises the effective spirit speak and inscription levels, so you get more out of your pets or inscription skill, depending upon what you're running. But also, there is the 120 cap hard. You can't raise your skill past that. You can just raise the effectiveness of it past that, if that makes sense. So like a level 10 Eldritch Wizard could wait, a level 10 has an effective Spirit Speak of 6 plus tier, 10, 16. would have an effective 136 skill score, which is above the 120 cap. However, that doesn't apply at all for PvP. Like, aspects get disabled, mastery chain gets disabled from if you get flagged for PvP. I find that Outlands specifically is very balanced with its player damage versus creature damage, as well as yeah, like, you can solo a lot of the content, but like time, you can't do solo. You have to depend on others. There's boss battles in the dungeons where you can't do it alone. Even at max aspect, you'd have a hard time being level with the bosses, but you do feel powerful as you level up. And you have mastery chain, which right now I have links for better loot, and then this increases my damage and my chance to trigger the aspect. And for this one, it applies 1,000 plus 100 times my tier level, which I'm tier 11. So it does a whole bunch of damage, but this Blood's particular proc is damage over time. So the initial damage isn't that much. Oh, crafting, there's it's wrong thing. Artisans have crafting chance bonus, effective skill. They have their own aspect, and they can level it up just by crafting things. So they never technically have to fight a mob. They can just craft things and sell those things and just be an economy person. And also they have one for harvesting. So if you just want to go chop trees down or mine for ore, if that's what makes you excited to play this game, they have a whole aspect for that as well. And you can't get harvest cores from harvesting, you have to buy them. So you have to depend on people who actually kill mobs in order to level your harvest aspect, because you need more cores to level it up. But the experience you gain is from chopping trees, and then you need cores and distillations in order to level it to the next tier. You need to get the experience, and then you need the cores and everything. And then they also have like regional bonuses. So some dungeons give you more experience 1 week. And then one dungeon might be the sanctuary dungeon. And that means no PKs can come kill you in that particular dungeon. So you have a chance to farm without PKs. The loot is lower in sanctuary dungeons, but it's a great place to get your feel for the game. Yeah, Outlands, like I said, they keep updating the code so that it's always current. But yeah, Windows 10 and 11 have ran it fine for me. Actually, this is Windows 11 that I'm running here. And it's running smoothly. They're always looking to make improvements. They have their own Discord. You can put suggestions. Like, if you like playing Ultima Online, I highly recommend specifically the Outlands server, which there's a link in chat I just dropped. That's where you go. Great server, great details. Like, this town they just put in with the expansion just so we'd have another town in the middle of this continent that they just added. They just added all this to the game this year. It's a nice little place. And then there's guard zones, and then there's also a murder city, Corpse Creek, where all the murderers can go to do their shopping. Any town stuff they may need, a banker. There's also a whole load of not PvP, boating mechanics that I haven't even begun to experiment on, but you can boat, and it's an in-depth process where you're commanding the boat. Like, they've put in work for a free server here. Plus, as a whole community, I've never met as diversely complicated as well as polite people. Like, on original server, I never saw a PK do anything but try and kill other players. Like, that was their whole motivation, was to kill other players. But on Outlands, I've seen PKs happily rezzing blues, like new players, new people you just can tell don't know the game that much. I saw a group of 2 PKs res a guy, help him get his body, help him heal through everything, make sure he was all good, and then they left on their way. Like, really help the guy out. Are you a thief, Axel? I think you're a thief. Problem with you is, I don't think I have anything worth stealing. Unless you're gonna steal my weapon. Yeah, the murderers can get their own regs here. There's lots of little cities out and about in the wilderness, so it's easy to find regs. But also there's still a market for people to buy bulk regs. It all depends on how you want to do it. If you want to major in econ, or if you want to grind for the materials. I've never played EVE Online. They even just added in potion mechanic changes. So there's a whole codex now that you can get, and it'll make the cooldown on potions lower as well as more effective. EVE Online. Yeah, I don't... It's not ringing a bell for me. Is that an MMORPG like this? Is it more like World of Warcraft? Oh. Why is he hitting me so hard? Well, because he disabled your shield, and you didn't know it. Oh, space. That sounds interesting. I mainly like the historical games, like medieval, personally. But maybe it's just because I haven't spent enough time playing futuristic ones. I don't know, the mechanics to ray guns always seems off to me. But I tell you what, I'd love to own a lightsaber one day. That would be so much fun. Alright. 180. Hey, how's it going? El Bandito? I've got some new people to Outlands in the chat. Wow. 2003. 21 years. I'm definitely gonna have to check it out. I like older games. I mean, I guess it's because I'm older in age. Oh man, that sounds way too in-depth for me. Made by the players, everything. I mean, an open source game like that's gotta be interesting. Fascinating. EVE Online. I'm going to check that out, actually. Not today. I'll do it off stream. That way I can get a feel for it. But you gotta love things that are player driven. I mean, Outlands itself has a library with player-driven books in it. I know one guy who got one of his books published in the Outlands library. Not open source, free to play. Yeah, I just meant like everybody's contributing, you said, to the lore and is made by the players. I don't actually know if the mechanics. Oh man, I do not like spreadsheets. Is there a lot of math involved? Oh man. Eve sounded more complicated by the minute. I mean, I guess spreadsheets would help organize bigger groups. I don't think there's ever been a 1,000-person guild in Outlands. Although I suspect Face would be close, if any. What am I waiting on? 100 more. Let's just pull around this corner, shall we? I really need to make an arm macro if I'm gonna come in here with a Dexter. Running a whole corporation, spreadsheets. EVE Online. Oh man, Outlands, that's one of the things I love about. It doesn't have that big of a learning curve. You just go in the sanctuary dungeon, and by the time you're out of it, you could have all the hotkeys and macros programmed. But I guess it doesn't have that good of a tutorial. You just have to play around with everything until you find the macros and options you like. But then again, this day and age, who needs a tutorial? There's so many videos out there. Spreadsheets. Every time I think about it, it makes me think, is that actually a game? Because I think I've heard about EVE Online now that spreadsheets has been mentioned. Where are we at? 53. 53 more XP to go. Well, I'm definitely gonna check it out and see, because like at this point I've heard enough people mention it that I want to investigate it. Is it like you drive a ship, or is it like this where you're a person doing quests and running around? Oh. Skin your kill. But if it's a first or third person, I might really enjoy it. If you're an aircraft carrier or something like that, those games haven't quite interested me as much. But I'm definitely intrigued enough at this point. Okay. Fly a ship in third person. I mean, that might be really cool. I liked the ship part in Assassin's Creed Black Sails or whatever it was called, the pirate one. My favorite part of that game was the boating. It's because I have enough my main accounts that I normally play on. He's AFK, doing alchemy. I'm leveling up my alchemy, so I was working on my Skinner today, and this account doesn't have a tamer that can do the societies this week. So that's why it was just the single as opposed to the doubling up. I personally do like fire methods, but I don't have any in my stable at the moment. And SSC is so hard to get a pet. Even when it's the Sanctuary Dungeon, I can get one taming attempt and then somebody's killing it. Like, if I'm right there at spawn, I'll get one taming attempt before somebody kills my Mythic. And a path killed this blood Mythic one time, and I was so mad at him. Because he was stealth. So he had to have been watching me tame it. And then at some point he's said he's not going to tame it, and he just one-shot this great blood Mythic. Like, it had a 2.5 attack speed and like a 9.5 spell damage, and I was like, oh my god, Path, how could you do that? If you weren't Path, I'd kill you right now. Because, like, I don't want to attack a Path guy. Path does a lot of good work in Outlands, so, like, I want no beef with them. But that guy really aggravated me. Yeah. Like I said, I don't want no beef with Path. They do so much good on this server, but it can be a little irksome sometimes. Trying to tame that's why I just gave up on trying to tame anything in SSC. Like, it's way too popular. I mean, I might start trying again now since there's Time Dungeon and Crawl Hive. There's new places to explore. But SSC, I just keep running into people who, no matter how many times you've tried to tame it, will walk up and hit your mob. Alright. So what to do now? Level up my aspect. That's what I need to do. Blood. I don't have enough, do I? So we're not leveling up. We'll just get the grab bags ready. Who is on and in my chat with a character in Outlands? El Bandito. Have you made a character, Kevin? Let's see here. You're watching that one, so second window. Yeah, but I know how to get you yours, El Bandito. But Kevin, if you are going to play, I have grab bags I give to people who watch me, especially on Sundays. So if you're here and you want to play this server, I have a grab bag for you. I mean, if you're just stopping by to watch, that's cool too. Societies. No problem. You consistently come to watch me. I am glad to throw items at you for your viewership. But also, I said on Sundays I would give away these grab bags, and I want to. Like, I'm excited to. Alright, so let's see here. I need Nuss and Crawl Hive. Yes, I do multiple monster societies on multiple accounts. I have no life, but my wife is alright with that. Eight. That on this account. Earthquake. Home again, home again. I think he left. He left right before the grab bags. I had Levi in here. I was excited. I was like, I'm gonna give him a grab bag, and right before I tell him, he's like, well, gotta go take a nap. And now, like, yeah, well, my amazing wife allows me to play this more than I probably should, so I get to grind. I've mathed it out. I can do 150 in a monster society on my off accounts. Like, I can do up to 500,000 on my main account and still be fine, but I can do no more than 150k on my off ones if I expect to actually complete the society. And then this one is the only one where I have all the goods except for alchemy. And then on my main account I have alchemy and tailoring, which I split the societies between. And then on my third account I split them between alchemy, inscription, and tailoring. Because regs are always cheap and easy to get. That's why I pick them up every time, because it's just free society points to me. Oh, I know word's gonna get out. I'm excited. Like, I've had 3 new people in my chat today. That's so encouraging. And I wasn't even playing my main account where all the XP and everything is maxed out. Well, especially Nightshade. Just running through SSC, you can get so much Nightshade. So if you have a scavenger, like I do, that just has parry and a whole bunch of healing stats like majoring and all that, and then skinning, and you just run through skinning, and then you pick up whatever reg you need for the week. Nightshade, sulfur ash for explosion potions. And because it's SSC, there are so many regs just lying around everywhere. But El Bandito gets his grab bag. I'll give it to him when he gets home. We got that worked out. And then nobody else in chat. I got 20 grab bags. Nope. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to do some more dungeon runs. Nuss. We'll start off with Nuss. I don't have... Howdy! AJM Treasures! Are you in Outlands? Are you at home? Am I able to give you a random bag? This one right here is Eldridge, and it's last week's video. I made it over this one. This actually, this one I find does better damage right here. And I'm actually going to be switching to it. But 120 Inscription, 120 Spirit Speak, 100 Eval Intel, 100 Magery, 100 Wrestling, 100 Meditation, and 80 Magic Resist. And you can survive so many PK attacks, as well as doing a whole bunch of damage. Plus... Nope. For a magic caster, mana refund chance, you have the cap. So you will refund the most times. I normally flame strike 7 times before I run out of mana. Like 7 back to back to back to back before I have to pop a mushroom or meditate. And this, oh, I'm not even in the right echo. I haven't been in combat. But anyways, Eldridge Aspect gives you upon using 20 mana, you get scaling increased spell damage. So it's a great little build. Shelter, right now. Grab bag. Wait. One moment. Because one of these rows is just for new people, so I don't want to grab you a new person bag. Ba 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 ba. Yeah. 3rd row. Skip 2nd and 3rd row. So this one. Yeah. Alright. Shelter. Don't have the ruin anymore. Newbie dungeon back. Alright, Shelter Island, Darth Moth. Bottom of the steps. Dexter Morgan, is this you, AJ? Yep. That's your grab bag. I have no idea what was actually in that one. But I hope you got a good one. I know I have some with dungeon antiquities in it. I have some with all sorts of things. I just restock them as I give them. You're welcome. I have planned whenever I get a lot of people in here for the grab bags, I have games planned in which I won't just be handing them to whoever shows up. I'll be giving them to people who win games. But for right now, I just want to give away stuff. I love being the friendly guy who just gives away stuff. If you don't believe me, ask people in my guild. I have given quite a few aspect cores away. And you're welcome, AJ. Alright. So 20 minutes gives me enough time to rock out. And because I shouldn't have been in combat, I should be able to switch. Alright. And then we're going to Nasuro. Alright. Thank you for following me. How's my spell book looking? I should look that up. Oh, yeah. Alright. I think one of the better things about Inscription is 13-minute long buffs. Oh no. Yeah. PKs, of course. Why are you after me? Why me, Wasp? Why me? Don't you know you can't catch me? Why? And best thing about an inscriptionist, these demons are free. One scroll. Checkbook. Bank deposit. Right there. They did. I mean, their attention to detail on all the servers just awesome. But now that you pointed out, they did put some extra attention in the demons. I need to get some torches. Just steal that from Pwn Star. But like, that's the best thing to do. Like, wall and torches. But yeah, I could have given him a little bout. I'm still getting used to this whole getting PK'd on a mage thing. Like, I bet with this particular character, I could turn hard. Oh, wrong button. Every time I compliment something about a build, it always disappoints. Oh sure, you get high mana refund chances. Or not. I promise you get good mana refund chances. It's just not happening right now. Oh. Garden. Oh. He got whopped. And it looks like he got whopped too. Not yet. That's going. I'm definitely interested in it. I actually was going to repurpose this guy's echo for my archmage. I just am AFKing something different today, so I needed characters to play. So I made sure my other accounts were applicable. But I was gonna actually start making Darth Moth into a arcane mage. Can you not bring things quite so close to me? Please. Oh, and I can't even stand behind him. Six. 6-3. Dead. Blade Spirit. The fact that I have magic arrows
that literally do 350 damage is ridiculous. 640. Those aren't the buffed ones. Oh. He bit off more than he could chew. Let's attack that one. Pass here. Meditate. Yeah. See, there's a good refund. I almost feel like Taste ID would be better on him. For better mana regen. I don't know if you see this or not, but my overlays are right here. So it's hard to see my pets. Alright. Let's clear out the center here. It is cleared out. Yep, that was a 351 harm. Oh. See, there was 2 flame strikes. My lesser spell rotation. That makes 3. Mushroom makes 4. Ah. Man, my blade spirit's getting wrecked. Why are you only doing 1 and 2 damage? Oh, I see. They have like an anti-magic field. I never knew that. I'm not bringing D'Artagnan down, Darth Moth in here anymore. That took forever. How do I not have enough? Of course, you warded. Those Eldritch Drakes are much more. Right now I'm 100% manual. All of these are me hitting an F key. I have this awesome mouse that I got for Christmas last year, and the side buttons act as shift, control, and alt, so I can keep my hand in one position and cast many different spells just by shifting whatever my finger is on. I have a wonderful wife that gets me wonderful things that I need. So I put all my defense on F1 through F4. I put all my offense on F5 through F8, and then all my pet commands on F9 through 12. I mean, I guess most people like the buttons where it's just they have the cunning on the side of their mouse as opposed to having a shift or whatever. But for this game, I feel like you need to have two hands, so if I can narrow my hotkeys down to it as least amount of keys as possible. And you're not in the right spot. Now you are. Oh man, it took me forever to get used to my setup. I had to actually make all my mages the same. So all my mages control F6 is magic arrow. I have all of them built the same. That way, all my muscle memory is the same from character to character. And for the transition from my Dexters to my mages, oh, I have a Blade Spirit out somewhere, I guess. My bandages are F1, my greater heal is F1. I mean, I haven't had to deal with a crossover except for my PK yet, where that's an issue. But all my characters are set up the same way on the hotkey front. Just because at this point, if I were to move a key, it would take me forever to get used to the new key. For example, Dispel. I had Dispel on Shift equals for the longest time. And I will still, to this day, go, why is shift equal not dispelling my pets right now? But anyways, that's all the time I have for today. Oh. Well, the only reason mine isn't that chaotic is because, as I mentioned earlier in stream, the majority of my first experience with MMORPG that I like built into was World of Warcraft, and by default the hotkeys are F1 through F12, and then you do the multiple hotbars so that you got one above, then you got one above and to the right, and then you have your little two hanging off the right side. And because of the shift, control, and all that to set those up, it's just muscle memory for me. F keys are what should be healing, shielding, and all that. Applying damage. But anyways, I got to go. It is time for me to start getting ready for my next weekend. I will not be streaming on Sunday next week. Sadly, have a prior commitment, but a video will drop on Saturday. Thank you everyone who tuned in. El Benito, you know how to get a hold of me for your grab bag. And everyone, have a great rest of the day. I'll see any or maybe all of you on Wednesday. Goodbye.